Libra, this is a quick reading for you all, guys. This is from the 24th until the end of December, okay, 31st. It's just a quick reading just to see where everybody is on their ascension path. If you want a reading, just quickly send me an email and everything's in the description, okay guys, with all the songs or anything that comes in. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. Please tell me what's going on with Libra. Libra in love, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. Wow, so you've got this is fighting. This is feeling very defensive through someone that's healing. You know, the healing card can also represent the Five of Cups. You know, when the Five of Cups is present and it's the dark night of the soul, okay, this kind of energy also occurs, and that's something that can't really be interrupted when someone's really healing, you know, because that's the moment of clarity that's needed, okay. But someone is thinking about taking a new direction. You know, someone could be spying on someone taking a new direction, or waiting, or wanting to take a new direction and fly free. Freedom or healing is creating more of a freeing energy. But you've also got people in the background too. They're also kind of like fear. It's kind of like fear. Also, this guy looks like he's in a daze. Okay, but it's more of a fearful energy of waiting. Of should I wait or should I go? Should I stay or should I go? You know, this is like an offering. This is like an offering to somebody. This is like a caring, nurturing, and waiting for someone that's healing. You know, it doesn't mean that you are with them, but it just kind of means that you're waiting for someone to heal. The Page of Swords also talks about thinking and thought. You know, it's part of the manifesting program, but not if there's inner conflict within you or them. So there's one that turned over there. So we've got Page of Swords, walking away, someone walking away because of fighting. But then you've got someone also in the background that's watching someone walk away, you or them. But the Page of Swords also talks about communication, wanting communication, because this person in the background is wanting communication from someone that's walking away. But the Page of Swords, the Page of Wands, also talks about communication. So the communication has been about fighting. Basically, you've been fighting with somebody, physically or mentally or emotionally or literally, or the energy has been created around that. But someone's being left, but someone's also waiting. It's like a waiting for a return, waiting for someone to turn around and return. It's kind of like, why did you leave? Probably because of fighting. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. Yeah, because of deceptiveness. But it feels like the person that's walking away could be walking into a trap. Let's see. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising or Venus. Because that's like a returning energy, is it? It's like a stealing energy, because the Two of Swords is still left behind, of decision. So it's deciding whether to return or whether to continue to walk into a trap of decision. Of decision. Fucking hell. I mean, after this is get your fucking head straight, really. You know, pull yourself together. Because it's like two people fighting over one person that doesn't know. So you know, you're basically caught in a trap. I can't hold back because I love you too much, baby. Well, there's no love here, unfortunately, Libra. There is here, kind of, coming out, which is home life, or waiting for someone to return back home, coming home for Christmas. Coming home for Christmas. But it's caused a lot of conflict. There's a lot of conflict here. You know, and it's watching someone that's wanting to wait. It's such a stuck energy. Well, it is. It's stuck. You know, doing the fucking Libra thing again. Let's have a look. I mean, there's nothing that's major. Sevens are a cycle, right? Sevens are a cycle. It's a returning and leaving. It's a returning in order to learn more or to heal more, or in a positive energy it can be different. But this is in a conflict. Let's have a look at the Seven of Swords. Tell me more. But nothing's major. This is all in a conflict. It's too much. So something to do with motherhood, pregnancy, maybe, pregnancy. Someone wants to come home, or is going home in another direction for Christmas to the mother of their child or the father of their child, either way. And they're looking back at you feeling stuck between a rock and a hard place again. That's what I'm picking up, Libra. The Two of Swords. Let's have a look at the Two of Swords. Two of Swords. You know, could be dealing with cardinal signs. You know, sorry, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn. But that would be sun signs, I would say. Yeah, breaking free of it, trying to break free of it, or someone just completely, because it doesn't give a shit. You know, if you're dealing with narcissism, okay, if you're dealing with narcissism, they don't have empathy. They don't possess empathy, where they don't even fucking know that they've caused so much pain and destruction. That's if you're dealing with a narcissist. The Fool. Let's have a look at the Fool. Please tell me more about the Fool. The Fool, yeah, Fool. Because that can either be very spiritual or a retreat. Yeah, independence. Independence. So your lesson, again, some other signs of this, is your lesson is around independence. Spiritual independence. Becoming spiritually untrapped, an awakening. You know, it's the declaration of independence. It's freedom. That's freedom there. That's freedom there as well. You know, someone's wanting to be free, and someone's healing from it. So it's kind of another cycle. It's a returning cycle of the same. Is what I'm picking up. You know, you also have a guide that's kind of teaching you that way as well, because that's about decision. So that's listening to a guide as well that's teaching you about independence. So you could be spiritual yourself, you could be looking into tarot. But that's also trying to make a decision on what direction to go, whether to return to someone that is very caring and nurturing and giving. And this can be them or you, Libra. And it could be to do with a marriage, a home life, something that they're married and committed in. Because you have the Four of Wands, and it's causing conflict, it's causing fighting, more than likely for them at home too, and you. But if they're narcissistic, right? You'll only know if you are involved in one. Well, you probably won't. But if you do know that, then they won't be causing well, they pretty much cause drama and conflict wherever they go. Yeah. Wish fulfillment in a new direction. Someone's being greedy at home as well. Someone's finding wish fulfillment at home, but I mean the Nine of Cups is so difficult. That's also the Three of Wands, like freedom. You've got every element on the table with the Magician. But you've got a 9, which is a cry for help. Oh, you've got the 3 coming out again. The 3 of Wands really wants to come out again. Waiting. Please clarify the 9 of Cups, Spirit. The Emperor. So you've got the Emperor and the Empress as a counterpart, but that's a counter reaction. Can be. Okay. But you've got someone that wants to manifest something new. Okay. Someone that is caring and nurturing. Okay. But then you have, on a bad spin, that can be someone that's controlling and very draining, and it's taking a lot of work in order to keep thinking and going over and analysing, because the Magician is also analysing your thoughts, feelings, and your actions and reactions and your responses. Okay. And it's very draining as a reflection of both, or just you. If you're dealing with a narcissist, they don't have empathy, so they drain you, because they take all that energy and they manipulate it as an emperor. Okay, they take the energy and they manipulate it as an emperor, or this is a guide that is teaching you wish fulfillment. Tell me more about the Emperor, please. Tell me more about the Emperor. Or that you want wish fulfillment with an Aries. Yeah, so you've got... I mean, that's not bad energy, really. You know, that's wanting to make an offer. Or an offer's definitely coming in towards the end of the year. Yeah, tell me more about the Empress. Oh, you've got the 4 of Wands again. 4 of Wands again. It seems to me like someone's going backwards and forwards between a marriage and a commitment, or because that's returning as well as a walking away. It's like a runner and a chaser. Okay, but you've got someone that wants something caring and nurturing within motherhood, and you've also got a stable home life. But in between that, you've got indecision of whether to stay single or whether to return. You've also got, wow, so this is like Pisces or Virgo, but this is basically the intuition. Okay, this is a medium, this is like receiving psychic hits. This is psychic downloads of information from the Akashic records, someone that's spiritual, okay, someone that's clairvoyant, okay. That's tapping into the higher mind, is the High Priestess. That's tapping into, I mean, the High Priestess with the Magician and the Emperor, that's an extremely good energy there. So you could have someone that's coming home for Christmas. 2 of Pentacles is still showing up again. It's just indecisive. It's a difficult reading for me to really get my head around, to be honest, Libra. Because it's kind of good, but you've got conflicting energy. You've got the 7 of Swords, which can be returning or walking away, but you've got it clarified by positive cards. So someone's returning to home, okay? Tell me more about the 9, because the 9 of Pentacles is like healing, okay? It's tending and nurturing and freedom, and it's also a lesson about independence. So it might just mean that you are just away from the person that you want to be with over Christmas, because if you are caught in conflict with 2 or 3 people, or one person and they're backwards and forwards, that's what's causing the conflict. So there's nothing that I can really say, it's just something that you've got to go through. You know, because it is overall really teaching you about spiritual, it's making you spiritual, okay? It's giving you awakenings and you're becoming spiritual, and you're realising more about independence and self-worth, love and respect for yourself. That's self-reflection of things. Let's have a look at the Page of Swords. Page of Swords. Page of Swords, Page of Swords, Page of Swords. Yeah. So you want to come out of the cold. You want to... You're thinking about bringing someone in out of the cold. You're teetering on the verge of the edge of kind of like, you know, shall I give someone another chance? Basically, you know, coming home from Christmas. Shall I give someone another chance? Coming out of the cold, coming out of conflict. Let's have a look at the Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. Yeah, investment, something that was invested in. You've got 2 sevens, which is spiritual, but it's something that basically that's been invested in from the past, but you're waiting. You're wanting to know the answer. You're waiting on an answer, pretty much. Something that had growth, something that came into fruition at some point, but it's just taking time. That can be in a conflict because of the waiting, and and you're wondering whether to, and this could be your own inner conflict of like wondering whether to continue on the same path or walk away. Yeah, walk away. See, Page of Wands, Page of Wands. Or you're wondering whether the other person is walking away from the other person that's leaving you in conflict, of wondering whether I should walk away from them. That's Libra. Is the person that I'm interested in walking away from the other person? Okay, so because of that reflection of the kind of indecisionness, okay, through if it's to do with a soulmate relationship, okay, it's reflecting outwardly of like me worrying about is, well, are they walking away from the other person, and should I now walk away from them? You know, it's a reflection within itself of this card. That's what's I'm picking up. Page of Wands, Page of Wands, Page of Wands. Yeah, wanting to. So you could be celebrating with someone over Christmas, or wanting to. Someone could be walking away in order to return, in order to go out over Christmas, or unite. Yeah, someone could have walked away from their past. Someone could have walked away from their past that they were fighting with, okay? And they've healed, okay? And they're now thinking and contemplating on coming back as a returning energy, okay? And they're now free, okay? And they're now coming back in order to unite, okay? Coming back to home, or wanting to, and that's the decision that's been made. The decision's been made in order for them to make a journey towards where they want to be. Free. And then that part, using your intuition. Your intuition is everything from the gut. That's why it's called the intuition. Okay, that's why it relates to Pisces, but that is the intuition. It doesn't matter, it doesn't have to be. This is just a card that just says the intuition. Your intuition tells you everything because it all comes from the gut. Everything. Okay? You manifest things like this, where things have been built up, that actually have been built up, that have been worthwhile investing in. Okay? Something's definitely been worthwhile investing in through that feeling within the stomach that creates when you've been investing with someone. Okay? Truly, not from the mind. Truly, that is the intuition. That's the intuition that screams loudly to say, well, that feeling when I was building something up with someone felt great. Yes, that's the intuition. When you connect with someone via the intuition, via your stomach, that's when things come into fruition. Okay? So use your intuition. It's either needed or you are. Because this part here is great. So if you flip this to look at the other person, they're just healing and they're in a little bit of inner conflict of which way to go. Okay, of which way to go. They're kind of wanting to walk away, but they're having some inner conflict. Okay, it's something to do with home and children. But yeah, I'm going to leave it at that. But if you want a personal reading, 2020 on the clock, and then also 222 as well. So I'll leave that on the for now, okay? But if you would like a personal reading, they will be in the description for you to send me a quick email. Okay, Libra, cheers, peace, bye.